differences that you know from soda to tap water. And I have a little meter called an ORP meter, oxidation reduction potential. It's going to measure how fast it's reducing the oxidations, pulling electrons off your body or adding them. So it's sort of like a golf score. The higher the score, the worse it is for you. So here I'm going to start over here with this end with soda. I'm going to turn this meter on, and I'm not sure if the camera guys can zoom in on this, but they can see that's in the 700 to 800 range. Let's say he's in the 660 range. So he's got a real high positive ORP, which means it's sucking 660 millivolts of electrons off your body every second. That's pretty fast. Now when I put it in Propel, which is like all sports drinks, it drops to the 400s pretty quick. It's like 443. I hope the camera guy can see that. So you can see it's in 400s, about half as high, but still horrible for your body. Then I'm going to put it into Pellegrino. And we picked Pellegrino because the doctors prescribed Pellegrino for the children that have autism. And so we wanted to see what that did. And so this number, you can see this is in the 393, 394, 396. He's going back up over 400. So it keeps going up and up. He'll hit about 450. We'll let him sit there long enough. But we haven't had time. So he's up to 410, 411. And I'm taking him out of Pellegrino, and I'm going to put it into Aquafina. Aquafina is the #1 selling water in America. And it's the #1 worst thing you can put into your body because it's called reverse osmosis water. Water, when it's made by nature, has oxygen in it, and it has minerals in it. When you take water and put it through a membrane called reverse osmosis, it's sucking all the oxygen and the minerals out of the water. Water has a memory. You pour this water in your body, it's going to go look for the lost minerals and oxygen. It's going to suck it out. It's going to deplete it from your body. And you're going to be so sorry you drank this. You will get a stroke. You'll get diabetes. You'll get cancer. This is depleting your body. And you can see this water appears up to 425. We'll stick it into Aquafina. And Aquafina, he's up to 414, 418. He's going to climb like a little rocket ship here. I'm not sure if that camera guy can see that either. But it's in the 420s. He'll go up to 450. This is made by Pepsi. This, oh, did we switch these around here? Yeah, I want Dasani next. So Dasani is made by Coca-Cola. It's also reverse osmosis. These waters are both banned in Japan as poison, toxic. You can't get them there. So here's up to 452 and climbing. Here's Dasani, our wonderful healthy water here, 446, 445. So he's in the 400 and looks like he's holding at 445 positive ORP, sucking electrons out of my body. But it's got a real cool, schmancy little name. So let's drink that. Now Penta. Here's the newest scam, the newest fraud in the water market. This is $3.35 for this bottle of junk. And they tell you it's healthy because it's expensive. And so here I put this in that water. You can see he starts at 458, 450, 463, 467, 470, 472. He's climbing. He'll go to 500. So pay a lot to get sick, okay? Pay more so you can get sicker. Now, we'll see how smart water is. So he's up to 485 and still going up. But let's just take the next one here. So here, I'm at 478, 471, so he's in the 460s. So this is still in the category between 800 and 400 in the positive ORP, sucking electrons out of your body. Now, this is tap water, which I made about probably 3 hours ago. We got here about 5 o'clock and set up. And you'll see tap water, approved by the EPA, to the big surprise of no one. This comes in at 422. So is he going up or down? 403, 400. So he's in the 390s to 400 range. Not good. Now here's Kangen water, 3 hours old. What's going to happen to this water? Here, I'm going to put this in here. It's hard to see. But right away, I want the cameraman to focus that. This says minus 724. Minus 744. It's a negative 724. It's adding a zillion electrons every millisecond to your body. As fast as you can put them in, just drink it. It's just making this huge electron deposit to your body. And that's going to be the antioxidant factor to neutralize the free radicals in your body. What's he at now? He's up to minus 726 and still going up. All positive except for Kangen water. Okay? Now, this guy has nothing to prove. You buy him at a fish supply store because you don't want to kill a $700 fish anymore. You want to kill a 50-cent fish, but you want to know what's in the ORP of your expensive fish water. Now, the next thing I want to do, Galen's going to get a book and show you that when we put these drops, this is called phenol red. Phenol red is the stuff they put in the swimming pools. And what this does is going to measure how much hydrogen there is or how much oxygen there is. By the way, my lovely wife, Gaylyn, thank you. Big round for Gaylyn tonight here. Yes, sir. Now, when you find a lot of hydrogen or acid in a liquid, it's going to be bright orange or bright yellow. That means lots of hydrogen, lots of acid. If it's got oxygen in it, it's going to be in the purple range, okay? So this is going to be looking for hydrogen or oxygen. So she's going to stir these up, and I'm going to put a few drops in each one of these and try to do like the same number of drops in each one here so we can get about the same. And you'll see what it's doing here is it's looking for hydrogen or looking for oxygen. And you'll see, since we just came out of Easter egg season here, we got all different kinds of colors, which means we got all different kinds of hydrogen amounts in our liquid. So starting off with the ones that they advertise the most, we're going to start off with soda, and this is the same as Pepsi. If it says diet, it's way worse than just regular soda. How can something be way worse? But it is. You can see there's nothing redeeming about that. It's got a horribly high ORP, and it's got a horribly high hydrogen content, all acid. This is all the sports drinks, Red Bull, Propel, Gatorade, all in the same highly acidic condition. Here's the stuff that the poor little children who have Alzheimer's are being fed. Once again, autism. What did I say? Alzheimer's. So, children with Alzheimer's. I've got it, see? So here, this is taking the poor little children with autism and putting more acid in the brain, which is the last thing they need. And then here, this is the wonderful, you're standing on the treadmill in the club, getting healthy, drinking alkaline water, drinking all this Aquafina, sucking the oxygen, sucking the minerals out of your body, getting sicker drinking this than if you hadn't had any, because that's just pure. This is our wonderful Pepsi product. Here's our Coke product. Same acid. Now take a look at this. This is really great advertising. They put a purple alkaline label on this, charge 3 times as much as anybody else, and they're selling the same acid as everybody else. But they're getting 3 times the money. So these guys are just brilliant marketers, but see, we think if it's expensive, it's got to be good, and because it's got the purple cap, I got to buy that. Now, smart water, how smart is this? Well, this is green, and you think, well, that's pretty neutral, but there's 2 types of minerals in the world. There's organic and inorganic. Your body can only absorb organic, which is a plant-based mineral. They go by all the inorganic minerals, which means you can get a dump truck load full of minerals, which are inorganic. Your body can't absorb it, but it's like taking baking soda and adding it to the acid. It'll change the pH so it looks more neutral, but it's no more beneficial, as you noticed. It still had a real high positive ORP, like in the 450 range. Now here's tap water. You say, well, this is the best number yet. That's because in all 50 states, it has to be alkaline. It's got to be the 6.8 to 7.2 range by law. Now, I'll test this in a second later, but you'll see that's got all kinds of wonderful chemicals in there. Here's our beautiful Kangen water, bright oxygen, purple, with a negative 700 ORP. It doesn't get any better. You can't buy anything on the planet that's any better, more affordable, or practical to change your health than this glass right here. Now, the interesting thing is, you've all been taught, change your diet, don't eat this, don't eat fat, don't do this, don't do meat. How about this? Change your water. Let's just change my water, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take wonderful purple negative ORP water. I'm going to put it into my sick little body that's been eating grilled chicken for the last 10 years, which is still acidic, and I'm going to say, how about if I just change my water, it'll change my body? Does that make sense? Just change your water, it'll change your body. Same thing's going to happen here. Change your water. Let's actually turn him purple for a second. Let's hit the table. Just turn them all purple. Now watch, I'm going to do this slower. You can see it starts to turn purple. It goes back to blue because this is like a chemical soup. So let's try it again. Nope, I'm still staying blue. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay blue. So I'm just going to stay blue. Okay, so here, let's go back and get this guy to go blue here, or purple. Okay, now, here's soda. I'm drinking soda. I'm going to just change my water, but I'm going to keep drinking soda. What happens to me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is so toxic, the #1 killer of children under 14 is now cancer because they think this is fun. They sell this at churches. They sell this in garage sales. And here's all the sports drinks. They got photos of Kobe Bryant selling this on TV, making $300 million a year, and the kids say, well, gee, it's good for him, I'm good for me. Doesn't change it. So acidic, can't touch it. Here's our poor little Alzheimer's, the autistic children. I'm back. Okay. The parents of the children who have autism see this and they go, oh my gosh, this water's going to work. But it doesn't. It just keeps going and going and going. It's so acidic that what happens is once you start drinking this water and you get your body in the alkaline state, you're going to start getting better. You will feel a difference. You will go through a detox. You will go through a detox. You'll get lightheaded. You might get a headache. Depending on the power of water you start with, Elvis may leave the building right now, just coming out. But if I take this and say, I just have to have a soda, I miss how it burns going down my throat. There's a clue, huh? You take it and add acid to these drinks. After you've turned your body into alkaline state, even diluted soda, it's going to take your little healthy body and take you right back into acidosis. Except for tap water, he's going to turn him back into blue. I'll get him to go. And here's diluted sports drink. Even straight Kangen water, can't resist, can't resist. So here's the rule. If you're going to drink this water, and I hope you do, you must give up these drinks. You cannot drink soda. You can't drink soda even one day, even 1 week, 1 month. You can't have it. Get it out of your body. Just look at it and say, this is killing me. Every time I take a hit of this, it's killing me. It's reversing all the good you're doing. But if you get rid of this will work like crazy on your body. Now, while Galen's cleaning these off, I'm going to show you something really neat. Here, I'm going to take tomatoes, which are cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to do what everybody does when they buy fruits and vegetables from the store. I'm going to wash them in tap water. So here's tap water. And then now, this machine makes 7 powers of water. This one is 11.5. So you're drinking 8.5. This is 9.5. There's 10.5 and 11.5. So this is 100,000 times more oxygen in this water than there is in the tap water that you're drinking every day. Now, people say, well, can you drink this? Yep. Tastes horrible. But you can drink it. And it's especially good if you have a hangover. Your hangover is gone in 15 minutes. Who thinks that's good? Now, I'll tell you what. It was just my birthday, and my wife had 3 days of partying. So we did 3 days of scientific research with this water. Just to make sure we were healthy, you know. Now, I'm going to pour this 11.5 water on these tomatoes. I'm going to let them, they're pretty full, aren't they? Got them a little I'm overzealous here. Now, while they're doing that, I'm going to show you something really extremely fun. I'm going to take sesame oil, which is dark oil, and any oil will work as an experiment. I'm just going to show you because it's nice and dark. You can see it. And I'm going to pour a little bit in here, and I'm going to pour a little bit in here. And then I'm going to show you, once again, science. I feel like Mr. Rogers sometimes, you know. And this showed him. You take tap water, mix it with oil, and when you mix oil and water, what happens? It doesn't mix. It separates because oil and water don't mix in any book, anywhere, because I've got big, fat bulk water molecules clumped together, and I get big, fat oil molecules, and they're both trying to share the same space, and I'm not going to do it. However, when I take wonderful 11.5 Kangen water with lots of oxygen in it, what's going to happen is I take this same oil with water that came out of the same sink, and now it just absolutely emulsifies it. You're seeing oil and water mix. You've never seen that in your whole life, and there it is. And you can't fake this. Do it now. It's nothing I can do it. It just does it. That's what it's going to do, you know? So, now the practical application of that is, when I take tap water and try to clean my fruits and vegetables with it, so that's pretty clean. Let's have salad. Kids, come eat. When I take the Kangen water on the same fruits and vegetables, I get a glass full of pesticides. So they're the same tomatoes out of the same bag living side by side in the same field. This one, you're going to get sick. If you eat these, because these have pesticides, and the EPA allows the farmers to put pesticides in oil because oil and water don't mix. So when it rains or when they spray it, the pesticides don't come off so the farmers can make a profit. However, it's not their problem. If you eat pesticides, it says, hey, caveat emptor, buyer beware, good luck, don't get sick, happy tomatoes, happy trails. That's why they taste bitter and slick. That's what's on there. Here, these are clean because this water will penetrate, pulverize oil. It gets it clean. And so here, if the farmers know that oil and water don't mix, they make a profit. It's up to you to get the toxins off your food that you're eating, because that's not going to happen if the EPA has anything to do with it. You got to protect yourself. This machine is not a luxury. You're eating this with every single meal. Strawberries, lettuce, tomatoes, all those things have the same exact thing. In this machine, you push a button, and it makes 11.5 just by pushing a button. That's kind of nice to have. So every time you clean vegetables, it's really getting clean. Now, while she's getting that out of the way, we're going to do one more experiment here. And that is we're going to take 4 glasses, and I'm going to take tap water and fill up glass number 1 and glass number 3. And then I'm going to take 9.5 Kangen water, and I'm going to fill up glass number 2 and number 4. Now, they all look the same, don't they? But I'm going to show you the power of microclustering in your colon and in your arteries. Now, this is Yamamoto Yama green tea, antioxidant, good for you, tea we drink. But to be fair, to make tea, water is supposed to be hot, right? This is just room temperature water out of this sink about a couple hours ago. But I'm going to take this tea bag, stick it into tap water, and nothing. So nothing. I'm not making tea. It's like letting, I don't get it. I take the same tea bag, put it into Kangen water, and instantaneously he goes right to work making tea. They say, well, the tea bag was wet. It was all juiced up. He was ready to make tea. It's a trick tea bag. Okay. He knows how to make tea. Let's take him out of here, all making tea, put him back into tap water, and he lost his brain. Take him out of here and put him back into Kangen water. Suddenly he grew a brain again. He knows how to make tea. Microclustered molecules, you can't fool it. You can be the biggest, grumpiest, meanest person on earth. It's still going to get you well, whether you like it or not. It's going to get you well. So here I've got tea that penetrates in water. Here I have tea that doesn't work in water. Okay? You have to see this to believe it, what's going to happen, because these are the waters, the tap water and the bottled waters, all do the same thing. They don't make tea. It doesn't penetrate your cellular system.